Hello and welcome to Racing Systems Manager. Today I'd like to show you how to use the free system builders to design a small but profitable little system. The basis for this system is going to be the Beaten Favourites system, but it's a variant that you may not have thought of. And then once we've designed our system, we're going to create an alert so that we get an email every time there's a valid selection. All the tools that we're going to use today are totally free of charge. All you need to do to use them is just sign up for bronze membership, and that won't cost you a penny at all. Today I'd like to take a quick look at the Beaten Favourites strategy that I'm sure we've all employed at some point in our lives. But I'm going to go for a very specific application of this strategy. I'm only going to look at flat races for 2-year-olds, and because it makes sense to me, certainly non-handicap flat races for 2-year-olds. And what I'm interested in is not just horses that got beaten, but horses that are actually unplaced when they were clear favourites last time out. So the system is basically flat races, not handicapped certainly, only for 2-year-olds, only where the horse was unplaced last time out even though it was a clear favourite. And I'm going to run this and see what comes out. Now I think you have to bear in mind a little bit of the psychology that's in play here. The system has found 635 races that qualify to our qualifying parameters. That's about 127 a year. That works out, bearing in mind the shorter season, about 20 a month, roundabout, which is about 5 a week. Now the strike rate is horrendously low, 22.83%, not something I would normally consider, but bear in mind that psychology. These are horses, these are 2-year-olds who don't have years and years of results behind them. They're fairly unknown horses. However, we're betting on the favourites, or the horse that was a favourite last time out and then didn't even get placed. It must have been thought of being a good horse to be a favourite last time out. It didn't get placed. That, I believe, is reflected in the higher than average SP of 5.32. I quite like that SP, and the return on investment is 121.46%. That to me is a good system. Certainly something to use as a basis of another system. We're getting 5 races a week out of this during the flat season. I would try adding other filters in and seeing if we can drop that down to perhaps 2 or 3 races a week, but improve the return on investment. So now I'm going to save this system and create a daily alert using it. I still have plenty of systems left. Obviously, if you're a bronze member, which is totally free of charge, you only get 8 system slots, 8 alert slots. But if you are a gold member, you get 1024 of each, which should be more than enough for anyone. I'm going to save this system and name it as Beaten Favs 2-year-olds. And once again, I don't need to describe the system too heavily because the system actually describes itself. So I'm just going to say 22% strike rate with a return of investment of 122% and 5 races a week during the flat season. And yes, I'm going to create a system alert. What this does is every time there's a qualifying race, I'll get an email detailing that race and the selected horse. And at the same time, I'm also going to create a grey horse bot alert, and that means that with my alert email I'm going to get a small spreadsheet file, a small CSV file, which I can import into Grey Horse Bot to automatically put the bot bets on for me. And voila, as we say in France, that is all there is to it. A nice little system, 5 races a week during the flat season, a return of investment of 122%, and plenty of room to improve the system, reduce the number of selections, but most importantly improve the profitability. Thank you very much.